everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Zach for those of you who don't know me, and this is Zach Two Turns. If you are new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button because there's going to be a lot of videos coming to you very shortly, especially around cruising, because we are going on the Adventure of the Seas on July 3rd, 2021 out of Nassau, Bahamas. We are so excited. I did a video a little bit beforehand, or I think a week or two ago, about just who's all coming with me, where we're going, and all that fun stuff. But just a little bit of a breakdown. It's gonna be my family. We're going to Coco Cay twice, and then we're going to Cozumel and Grand Bahama Island. I'm super excited, but the purpose of today's video is I wanted to kind of tell you what it's been like planning a cruise for us, because you know it has definitely been a little bit different. Not as easy just picking your cruise, knowing you have your passport, and then boarding the ship and all that fun stuff. There's a couple other steps that we've been having to do because of everything going on right now. So, kind of taking it from the top, we booked this cruise about a month or two ago because they started selling them. The price actually wasn't too bad, and flights actually weren't as bad as we thought. And we were like, well, you know what? We already are, I think we were in the middle of getting our vaccines. We're like, we're gonna be vaccinated. I'm sure it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a cruise, and it seems like this cruise is actually going to happen. However, with everything that, has been going on and stuff, we were like, well, we definitely need insurance in case we have to cancel, someone in our family contracts COVID, anything like that, or, they have to cancel. So everything from our flights to the cruise to anything that we could get insurance for, we got insurance for. So we booked the cruise, and we just we didn't have any of the protocols or anything yet because it was very early when they announced the sailings. So we just were like, well, you know what? We are just going to book it, cross our fingers it happens, and know that Royal Caribbean will do everything they can to keep us safe and get the kind of communication out as soon as possible. So about a month went by after we booked, and then this past sailing that actually is going on right now as I film this just kind of went on, and we finally got the protocol. So before that though, we kind of needed to know, like, what do we need to get to the Bahamas? Because that's an extra step that we haven't really had to do before. My brother, my grandma, and I went overseas for a cruise, but not during COVID, obviously. So you typically always set sail from Florida. So sailing out of somewhere new is always a little bit intimidating because you just don't know what it's like. So we looked up everything, and to get into the Bahamas, as of right now, you have to fill out the Bahama travel visa. And so what you need to do is 14 days before you're actually going to get into the Bahamas is when it'll open, and that's when you can start filling it out. So you'll just kind of enter your purpose of travel, kind of where you're going to be staying. So we're staying the night before at a hotel, so we'll enter that as where we're going to, and then when we're going to depart the Bahamas. And now, if you're vaccinated, you don't have to actually get a test to enter the Bahamas. You just upload a picture of your vaccine card, and then they'll approve it. So we're going to do that right when it opens up. Typically, if people have said, it gets approved really quickly, but just in case, in the off chance that it doesn't, we want to have as much time as possible to troubleshoot and get anything extra that we may need. So getting to the Bahamas, you have to fill that visa out, and then when you get to the airport to actually fly into the Bahamas, you have to show that visa, your vaccine card, your passport, your boarding ticket. So you have to have all this documentation. So make sure you have all that, and make sure before you actually leave to go to the Bahamas, or anywhere really right now, double check what you need online, because it could be changing daily. It does change daily, honestly. So just make sure you're keeping up to date on all that. So now that we've got to the Bahamas, we're staying at the Grand Bahama, or no, we're not, that's an island. We're staying at the British Colonial Hilton Hotel, which is where Royal Caribbean's actually doing check-in, because they don't have an actual debarkation port at Nassau right now. So we're doing it at this hotel. So we're staying there because we thought it'd be super easy, flying the night before, go to the hotel, enjoy it a little bit because it looks beautiful, and then just wake up and already be where we need to be. So that's what we decided. That's why we decided it. It was a little more expensive than typical the other hotels that were around, and capacity was honestly filling up because I think a lot of people had the same idea that we did. So that's what we're doing. And so that next morning, we're gonna wake up and it's gonna be cruise day, which I can't believe I'm saying. That's like 2 weeks away. I'm so excited, but you still gotta, do your typical online check-in before the cruise. So even probably, you do that 30 days before, I think is typically when it opens up. But for us, it really wasn't 30 days. I think it was about 20-ish, just because they were probably trying to get everything still rolling for these cruising after not cruising for, over 15 months. So you still check in like normal. You really don't have to say or upload your vaccination card as of right now or anything like that. It's the same check-in process, just a little bit more details about, you understand the risks that you're taking with going on a cruise, and that COVID is a risk and all that fun stuff is in the contract now. But you still just have to upload a photo, your travel documents, select your check-in time, and this is really important because that's when you actually, have to check in right now. I know Carnival used to be pretty strict on it, but Royal Caribbean, really, you had a check-in time, but you didn't necessarily have to follow it. I know I always went early, even before typically I think the terminal was technically open. But right now they're saying that you have to go at your check-in time. So the earliest that we saw when we checked in was noon, and from what I've been reading, that is the earliest time that you can check for the cruises right now. So just make sure you check in as early as possible whenever it opens so you can get that best time, or whatever time works best for you, because we don't set sail until 9, I believe. So I'm not sure the last check-in time, but I'm sure there's a lot in between there. So whatever works best for you. So filled out that opens up, like I said, about 30 days before. And then a day before you set sail, you do have to fill out like a health questionnaire thing or survey that'll actually done on the Royal Caribbean app. So just the day before, we'll get to the hotel, we'll fill it out. Don't believe you have to print off anything for that, but it should be all on the app for the Royal Caribbean thing that'll open up that day before. So now it's cruise day, and what you need to have for your cruise day is your vaccination card, and then you do have to get tested still if you are vaccinated. Just an extra precaution that Royal Caribbean is doing. So you have to get those RT-PCR tests 5 days before your cruise. And what they said to us when we emailed them is 5 days before actually does start on that Monday because we set sail on Saturday. So we are going on Monday to get our tests because it's about a 48-hour turnaround time, and you have to have a printed documentation of a negative COVID test. So just like I said, just an extra precaution. I know this past sailing that just started this last Saturday, they did offer the test at the check-in for the hotel, but that was because they kind of made this decision it was last minute for those guests to be able to actually get a test. So they offered it for this previous testing, but anything moving forward is on the cruiser itself to get it before they come to that check-in. So make sure you get that done. And you also just make sure you still have to do that. I think we were kind of planning on doing it just to be safe, but now it's actually required. So yeah, vaccination card, negative COVID test, your check-in time and your set sail pass. And then you also, during the check-in process, you do have to wear a mask still. You'll need, your passport as always and all that fun stuff. So just the typical stuff. And also, your bags tagged so that the porters can take it to the ship. And I believe that's everything as of right now that you need to get on the cruise ship. So like I said, it is similar, but still just a little bit different. So just to recap a little bit, so flying into the Bahamas, we need that visa, our passport, our vaccination card, and then our boarding ticket for the plane. And then we take that pre-questionnaire health survey a day before for Royal Caribbean, and then for Royal Caribbean you need the vaccination card, your set sail pass, a negative COVID test, your bags that are tagged. I feel like I'm forgetting something because I just had 5 fingers up. Oh, I can't remember, but I'll put it in here if I remember because it obviously already escaped my brain. So yeah, I hope this video was a little bit helpful for anyone who's planning a cruise right now, because it is a little bit stressful, but it's totally going to be worth it. During this time, you do just have to be flexible, patient also, because things are changing all the time. So just making sure that you have all that in your back pocket when you book these cruises, if you are booking anytime soon, because things are going to be changing, probably changing pretty rapidly too, as it already has been just this past couple of weeks. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've stuck till the end, again, my name is Zach, and if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. Going to be going on lots of cruises this year, next year. Going to be going to Disney a couple times, and then also I moved to California, so who knows what videos are going to be coming out now that I am in California. So I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye, guys.